So first question is, are you doing this because it's cheaper than buying them dinner?
No, of course not. We can go get dinner too. I've been telling them nobody wants to set up a time though. So
What?
we're gonna have to get it this week.
Come on,
for
huh?
sure.
So talk about the offensive line today, first off, but then also just what this win means to you guys.
I mean, the O-line played absolutely phenomenal today. I think ASU was coming into this game close to leading the nation in tackles for loss and sacks. I think they had 41 tackles for loss before this game and 18 sacks, if I'm not mistaken. And today they only got 3 tackles for loss and 0 sacks. That is absolutely huge for these guys. They played absolutely out of their mind. Played fantastic.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's rare when you have a 300-yard passer, 100-yard, almost 2 100-yard receivers, and a running back rush for over 130 yards. I mean, talk about the versatility of Alex, because these linemen are athletic. They can get out with you. Talk a little bit about their versatility.
Oh yeah, very versatile. We pull and we do counter and we do trap and we do zone. We do it all, and then when we get into pass protection, they pass protect. And there's nobody back there. Even though ASU was bringing pressure. No heat. I didn't feel anything all game long. So I mean, I think that's just kind of shows you how good this O-line is.
Brett or anybody else that wants to answer this, how satisfying is it as an offensive lineman to get the ball back with 7 minutes and 10 seconds and be able to run out the clock?
I mean, I'll just speak for all of us, I guess. It's probably one of the greatest feelings, you know. You get the ball back, you're up a score, and everybody's counting on you to lead the pack and, you know, move these D linemen and with all these stunts and stuff they were doing. And I can speak for all of us. Every single one of them worked their ass off every day, you know, knowing the stunts and stuff, and it was great. No better feeling than going and running that ball down their throat for the win.
Even 2 third downs on that final drive, you know, you find Visca when you have to have a play. Just the comfort that it seems like his timeliness and awareness of when you guys have to have a play. Can you just, you know, say what that means to you guys?
Yeah, I mean, Visca, he's such a great player. He's in the running for the Heisman. I mean, he had an absolute monster game today. What was it? 4 touchdowns, 2 receiving, 2 rushing. I mean, that's insane. I feel like me and Visca just kind of have that connection because we worked all off season, worked all summer, and then Visca's such a big guy that he can put corners on his back and still make the catch and secure it. So, I mean, he played well, played very good, and then those third downs, he just kind of did what he did, does what he does. I mean, he's a freak. So,
Aaron, this loss last year to ASU was kind of one of the defining moments of last year, and they really took it to you guys in that game. Because of that, was this one kind of a statement game for you guys to prove something to yourselves?
I don't know if I'd say it's a statement game, but it was something that we were really looking forward to just because it's this week's game. And Coach Adams does a really good job talking about, you know, why every week is important. And you know, this week was the most important week of this year because it was this week. And so, you know, obviously, yeah, you know, there was some, you know, remembering of last year, but at the same time, it was this week's game. And if we want to, you know, do what we want to do, you know, win a Pac-12 championship, you know, this is just a team that was in our way, and I thought we did a really good job up front handling everything, and yeah.
Tim, can you talk about just the you know, the quarterback behind you and where he's come to the way that he's playing right now?
You know, Steven's he's doing a great job. You know, he excels from last year, and you could see he just made improvements. In every game, even every game, he's been improving this year, and it's crazy to see that he's improved so much from last year. And it's great having him back there. He controls the offense, and he just controls us all, and it's great. He just knows what he's doing, and he's passing the ball and doing all stuff, and he's making us do what we can do. So it's great.
Making us look good.
Guys, you guys are 5-0 now. This is pretty cool. I mean, this was family weekend, and it looks like you guys are a family. Talk about that, Montez, real quick. Talk about your boys, man. This is it, right? This is it.
This is the squad right here. These are the boys.
Yeah.
Saturdays are for the boys.
But before the season started,
Saturdays are for the boys. Just on the record.
Before the season started, we talked about we brought everyone together, especially the offensive line, and said, you know, this is gonna be the group that we have together, you know, for the next, you know, 5, 6, you know, months, and you know, we just kind of talked about, look, like, you know, we're going to be a family. This is us every day. And so come out here, compete with each other, and, you know, let's have each other's backs no matter what happens. And that's something that's not even this offensive line, but this whole team does really well is we have each other's backs. When the defense gives up a score, you know, there's no bad blood. Or when we turn the ball over, there's no bad blood on defense. It's all trying to win a game, and that's such a massive a positive, attribute that we have in this team, and I think that unity, like Coach Mack says, is one of our biggest strengths.
Next 2 weeks, Southern Cal, Washington on the road. Talk a little bit about that, Stephen. I know those 2 games are going to be very pivotal to where you guys want to go.
Yeah, they're going to be huge games. I mean, USC and Washington are 2 very good teams. They're playing very well right now, so we just got to kind of approach it exactly how we've been approaching it all year. We're going to come in Sunday, watch the film, kind of flush this game out of our system, and then on Monday we're right back to work and we're scheming for USC. So it's just another week, for us.
When you think of your guys' goals for this season, Stephen, you guys 2-0 in the conference, 2-0 in the South. How important is it for you guys to get off to this start and beat 2 teams in the South right off the bat?
I mean, it's important and it feels good, and everyone's super happy about it right now, but we still have so much work to do, so much work. The season doesn't end today. The Pac-12 championship is next week. So we got to come back, regroup, and get back to work just like we always have every week.
Anything else? Oh, one more in the back.
When you hear the term skill position, offensive linemen are often excluded from that. Do you guys take that? Is that like something you take offense at and maybe you want to say, you know what, it takes a lot of skill, a lot of coordination?
Go ahead, Will. Definitely, but we know that we take care of business up front, and that everything that we do is a part of the skill guys making plays. So whenever we take care of business, the skill guys, they look good, they score touchdowns. So we don't feel really excluded, but we know that we're a part of it.
There would be no skill guys if it wasn't for this group right here. There would be no such thing as skill guys. So these guys probably have the most skill on our offense, as far as I'm concerned.